Everything kind of started like 2 years ago when I actually decided to actually go forward and actually try to make a whole suit of samurai armor or yoroi. Because I'm a big fan of samurai. Yeah, I started with swords and somehow I came to the point where it's not enough. My first build of a katana was actually really funny. It's actually started with a piece of plywood, and then it wouldn't stand out by itself because it's a really thin piece of wood and it's already laminated. So I took out what I could scavenge. These were like Pokemon cards, and I started taping them on this sword, layer by layer, so it would like stand still. It was like a straight piece of wood that you can actually make PVC pipe katanas, which I think I'm one of the first ones to actually try and make one. You know, basically I heated up a pipe, I put it under a plank of wood and I squashed it, and there it was. It was curved and it was flat, so it resembled to me something like a katana or something. Well, the first difficulty I learned was how to actually melt these pipes. It's pretty hard not to burn them because once you burn them, they're all bubbled up plastic, which is really not good looking, you know, even after you paint it. I actually, wanted to learn how the katana handle was wrapped, is actually a pretty big, detail on the katana. It's a major feature because that's where the color and most of the design goes into. I was actually surprised on how durable these, double-walled PVC katanas that I made were actually, standing up to what I would call, doing katas, because I actually like to do martial art kendo cutting movements. PVC katanas are more durable than wooden katanas. And I actually designed my sword to actually be disassembled the same way as a real katana would be. So it would have like the real blade and then a habaki, which is like the locking mechanism. I started researching on fiberglass katanas, and I've seen on the internet that these things haven't been made yet. I haven't seen anyone who actually made fiberglass katana. I would actually turn out this slab of an outline of the sword, which I actually copied the outline from a real sword that I actually have, and then I would actually grind it out by hand. It actually took me around like 3 days to grind this, tiny, kind of thin piece of fiberglass into something that actually resembled a katana sword. It's really, really hard to make sure all the weaves or like the knots are tight. It was a lot of work into it. I think it was like 2 weeks build. As a cosplayer, as an artist, it feels much more closer to me when I make it with my own hands. And I also see these documentaries on TV of how the samurai sword was forged, and actually sort of incorporate these things and how I actually make my own swords, even though they're just props. I went out of my way to actually look like a samurai just because I wanted to feel like one. I guess isn't that like the point of cosplay, so you can feel like you're somebody else, somebody outside your skin, or an alter ego that you always wanted to be. I'm really happy that they recognize and go like, oh look, it's a white samurai and stuff. And I guess that's like mission accomplished for me. I went out of my way to actually look like a samurai just because I wanted to feel like one. I guess isn't that like the point of cosplay, so you can feel like you're somebody else, somebody outside this thing, or an alter ego that you always want.